Welcome back, everybody. I am your Generation 1 host, Victor. This is PopCon, a salute to all pop culture, but mostly the 80s. You know, I really want to make good on that promise. For about 10 months, I've been doing PopCon mostly from right here, and my main concentration is filling up that toy shelf behind me. I love opening action figures and getting those action figures that I want to collect from those franchises and intellectual properties made famous in the greatest era, the 1980s. But there is so much more, and I promise PopCon is changing its format with more guests, more hosts, more topics that span a greater period of our pop culture history. So stay with me. I know you're going to love it. PopCon Live in October. All right, with that out of the way, I've got something really special for all of you and a treat, and especially for me, because I want to get more figures on that shelf. I don't have just one. I don't just have two. I have 4 G.I. Joe action figures to get open today, to unbox, to review, to reveal, and get on that shelf. So let's start. Where do I begin? Hey everybody, if you like this content, please consider subscribing. It really helped me out a lot. So if you've been here before, like this kind of stuff, I'd appreciate it. Just click that subscribe, like, share, comment too. Are you guys ready for this bulk unboxing? I sure am, because I need to plus up my G.I. Joe shelf back there, and I've got 4 to choose from. And I was wondering, who should I do? A goodie, a baddie? What should I start with? And I figured I would start with this very cool character with one of the best names in the annals of all G.I. Joe characters. This Cobra agent, Major Sebastian Blood. Now, Sebastian Blood's got a look. When you look at his outfit, his costume, the eye patch, the scars, you think this guy's got a story. And when I look at all those dog tags around his neck, the first thing I think of, those are taken from his victims. Ooh, heavy stuff for kids. Anyway, this is G.I. Joe's Major Blood, and it is from the Cobra Island subset of the classified toy line. So I'm adding this to my shelf here, and I just want to quickly look at the packaging. The beautiful artwork on the side, done by an artist named Ken Lashley. Ken Lashley, and he does some beautiful artwork, very stylized. Hasbro goes all out to get these artists and really put them in the forefront. So got a picture of him right there in full gear, and then you got him on the side with his little mohawk. So can't wait to see the figure inside. So let's go ahead and open that up, right? So you know, I just need to get it open. It's been a while. They've been sitting in my room for so long, just waiting to be opened, and I'm tearing them apart, and he wants out. He's out. So, again, I love the environment, so I think of how wonderful Hasbro's been doing with this regarding just having this piece of plastic. Now, it's a big piece of plastic, but whatever. There's no ties. We just need to peel Major Blood out of his little plastic prison there. Now, I will be getting into detail, of course, showing you guys a little bit close up, but this is Major Blood. He looks pretty violent, pretty despicable, doesn't he? Yeah, he's got some great coloring, great accessories here, but I'm just taking a look at his overall design, and that face, that is realism right there. You know, when I collect all of my my action figures, I collect them for different reasons. What I was originally introduced into G.I. Joe was the artwork on their package, as well as the action figure realism and the file card. They put a lot of work into that. And then I watched the cartoon. So I really wanted those men and women of G.I. Joe to really have that hyper detail, which I got. So he's got a backpack. He's got a gorgeous looking revolver. He also has what I'm guessing is a laser pistol. Oh, I got it. This laser pistol right there. And then he does have his signature pointed, well, helmet. Let me see, can I get the point in there? I will in a little bit. And then he comes with 2 arrows as well. So Major Sebastian Blood, he was released in 1983 with the original toy line. And he also starred in the Marvel comic book in 1982. We'll get to him in a little more detail in a minute, but where we go next? No sense in delaying the inevitable Roadblock. We got Roadblock, a very popular G.I. Joe. Started right there as well in the very beginning. This is a second version look of him, and we see he is a much-loved, very favorite character in the G.I. Joe toy line. Look at that great artwork right there. You really feel it. He was a very positive man, but a tough. He's a big guy, so he'll probably be one of those action figures that kind of tower over others. This is great too, although I get a sense of Blade. I will be talking about his artistry. His name is Mike Thompson. So Mike Thompson is the artist behind this. We got some other great artwork from Mike as well. Want to really showcase the artwork there before I rip this open, because I think it's a lot to be said about how diverse the artists are and the artwork. So let's get him open. Time to open Roadblock, and I hope he doesn't get in the way. Get it? All right. Easy on. We open it up that way. I didn't even take out the back. That was even easier. You see he's got some big ass weapons right there, doesn't he? Let's pull him out of his little plastic. We see this is Roadblock. He is a big guy. Great detail. I love the uniform. Probably should have another real military guy come and review Roadblock right here. He comes with, I don't know, just something huge. A very giant weapon there, as well as in here I see some sort of pack and a dagger, which I know goes on his chest. So we'll look at that in just a little bit more detail. Now he's going to go meet Major Blood. Yo, Joe, it's Duke. You know, he probably said that most of any other character, but they all said it, right? So Duke, very prominent character. Again, this original action figure was released in 1983. Here we see the classified version. Duke was actually one of those guys in charge. There was a General Flag, there was Hawk, and Flint and Duke. They kind of went in between who was leading what, depending on what animated cartoon you were watching. But of course, he appeared in the Marvel comics as well. All right, let's take a quick look at that artwork. This artist's name is Francesco Francavilla, and I hope I said that correctly, but he has a beautiful picture, very reminiscent of the card art, as well as some of the Marvel comic appearances. If we go to the side art, right there, we still see Duke in there. Very different than the others, a very blue light, a very stylized look, that big blast going through there. So beautiful artwork from this artist, and we see some other artwork from him right here. So, by the way, while I was between action figures, I guess my other G.I. Joes were getting a little anxious because Baroness and Zartan, they took a dive off the shelf, so they must have been getting excited, which I am too. So let's open Duke up. Duke always seemed to have some sort of love for Scarlet, but we all know who Scarlet was in love with, and we'll get to that in our next bulk unboxing. But here we go. We got Duke right here in his action pack. You know, he is the epitome of a soldier in his kind of fatigue look. That khaki shirt, the green pants. He looks so much like the original action figure, which I love about him. But he looks great. He looks like the Duke I know, and also comes with a backpack, including a shovel, maybe to dig graves. Just kidding. He has also he's got a pistol, some sort of little extra pack there, and a rifle or a shotgun, like I know anything about weapons, right? But anyway, we're going to see him a little up close, but he's going to join the others right now while I open my last one. All right, so who is that? Well, of course, it's the man behind the mask, G.I. Joe's very own man in the Iron Mask, Destro. Now, James McCullen is his real name, and Destro is a unique character. He also debuted at the beginning of the entire G.I. Joe Real American Hero toy line in 1983. He had a couple different versions for sure, but what always follows him is that metal mask. Now, the funny thing about this mask is that it is supposedly a mask, a little bit of a punishment, right? And yet in the animated show, it looked more like he had been spray painted, like the Tin Man or something. But I'm pretty sure it was a mask in the story. I don't know the comic books very well, so if anybody does know the comics, know if that was a mask that was supposed to represent one. You know, he had a really good relationship with the Baroness, and I mean really good. And I don't know how he could eat, let alone make out with her, so not really sure about that, but he still is ominous. He was the arms dealer for Cobra, so looking there, he has a very unique piece of art. His head is very detailed, and they have this very graphic design, simplified Cobra symbol for that giant red collar piece. Very cool. And then the side isn't even a fold. It's a very close-up look at that metal face of Destro. The artist behind Destro is Oliver Barrett. Got some great artwork here to show about him. Again, very talented. All of these artists are, so I'm glad they included them on the box. All right, let's open Destro up and get ready so we can get these guys into a little bit more of a detailed review about them and see how they've changed over the years. Sliding Destro out, I have him here. Looks like he comes with his briefcase, I suppose, to carry all the weapons he's selling, dirty dog. And then some sort of futuristic weapon as well, and a gold pistol. Beautiful looking figure as well. Looks identical. So much of this is exactly brought from that original, whether it's the arm gauntlets or the thigh holster. So we're gonna peel Mr. Destro out. Look at him here. Boop, boop, boop. This is Mr. Destro. Yeah, he's big. It's a big chest he's got, right? All right, so he's going to join the others. Now, I'm going to get them all into the box so we can compare them. We can look at them in detail, see what they come with, see what I love about them. And yeah, we'll take it from there. See you in a minute. My favorite of the new Ford Destro is beautifully sculpted. That helmet or that head looks gorgeous. The paint job is fantastically done. Those accessories, the gauntlet, the pistol, he looks good. He's a formidable enemy and a formidable character. Love the suitcase as well. He was an original action figure. Here's what he looked like in the beginning. And yeah, he's very popular, cosplay and all. Next, we go to what he has in his accessory with that nice red Cobra logo. He has this briefcase that does open, and it is some sort of early 80s laptop computer and millions of dollars. Here we go, one of the leaders of G.I. Joe, Duke. He does look a little like Channing Tatum. We can see as an original action figure what he looked like and how far he has come. On his back, the backpack with a shovel, which for digging graves, right? No, foxholes. The posability here is fantastic, especially with these large guns. Duke is a great character and painted really, really well, especially the highlights in that blonde hair. Side note, like in the Transformers the movie when they killed off Optimus, the G.I. Joe movie killed off Duke. He then came back after being in a coma. And his friend Roadblock is next with, it might be a futuristic weapon, but it is huge. It's basically he's holding a cannon. And he holds it really well. Once again, the posability of these guys is fantastic. And although Roadblock was an original character, this is a second design of his uniform, complete with a dagger in his vest. He has also a magazine to shove into that gun as well. But his sculpt, and he is huge. I love it. And finally, Sebastian Blood. This face, the scar, the eye patch, everything about him. Very menacing. Love the mohawk. I will say that the arrows on his back, I had to tape to the backpack. I don't get them to stick in as well as I'd like. Here he is with his iconic metal helmet with that point in the front, looking good. And yeah, so it's, again, an original character. I think all of these four G.I. Joe Classified look fantastic. Here they are together. I think Sebastian Blood is maybe the smallest, but definitely Roadblock is huge, but so is Destro. They look good. You know, there's always something I still have to do. As much as I love the environment, I do have to trash it up. I've got these 4 empty boxes here. I don't save the boxes. I'm not a hoarder, but I love the artwork on it. But luckily, I can find that online. But I do get rid of the packaging because I do want my action figures up on the wall. So I do what I always do and figure out something to do with it. So let's see. Where do we start? What do we do? You know what? I think we will just get rid of it so it doesn't clog up any of the landfills. How about this one? And this one? And lastly, a little bit of Destro. Isn't there someone you'd like to do this with? And talk about production value, guys. Imagine the production value of new PopCon Live coming in October. So, you know what? Let's get these on the toy shelf. Well, thank you, everybody. That was a lot of fun. I've got 4 new G.I. Joe Classified action figures on my toy shelf, and they look fantastic, and it's only growing. As a matter of fact, I got another bulk unboxing coming soon. If you like this kind of content, please consider subscribing. I would really appreciate it. It's also going to help us with our evolution as we come in October to the brand new PopCon Live. Looking forward to that. Hope you all are as well, and we'll check it out. But like, comment, and share. Really appreciate it, and thanks for being with me. Until next time.